Hey, 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 it's Crazy Chris here.
And Nikki.
What is going on? Guys, can y'all believe we are wrapping up week 4 and starting week 5?
Wrapping up January, about to start February.
We're starting Feb. Ooh, ooh.
That's Chris' favorite move.
That's my move.
It is.
Frame the face. Vogue, 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 Vogue.
Okay.
Strike a pose, there's nothing to it.
She's so silly.
So when anybody wants to know, that's what I'm doing. I'm voguing all the time, every day of my life.
Yes,
So we just wrapped up. I just wrapped up my birthday.
Yay.
I'm a year older. Who cares about the age? Because I'm telling everybody 35.
Why? You should be proud of your age. You look good.
Because I just want to stay 35 forever. No?
No.
Okay, fine. I'm 40.
She is 48 years old. That's okay.
That's almost 50.
It is.
Which is, what is 50? Half a something. Century? No.
Okay. Okay, but
okay, it's not.
50 now isn't what it was like when we were younger. Because when my grandma was in her 50s, she's like with gray hair, like all.
Right.
It's not the same anymore. So
yeah, because we're active, we're healthier.
You're 48, and that's
we're making
awesome.
better choices. We're eating better. Like
all the things.
Yes, doing all the things all the time. That's all we can do.
So how do you do with your goals?
Oh.
Recap, in case you do not know, Chris's long-term goal is to get organized with everything.
I'm going to die trying, but I'm really going to do it this year.
I really do think you're going to also.
Yeah, it's happening because I'm making it happen slowly. Hey, and I texted my cousin and told him he has a room here.
Oh, is he excited?
Yes. He's like, can't wait to come over.
Okay, awesome.
Sluzzy's coming over. His name is Homer. His name's Homer.
Oh,
I call him Mur, and we call each other Slez. So, don't ask. We just used to call each other Slet, and it turned into Slez.
Oh.
When we were, like, way younger.
She's like, don't ask, and then she tells you exactly why.
I mean, that's where it generates from. It's funny.
Honestly, it was kind of obvious.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't like, ooh, what is that?
Yeah, because then we would feel a little bit bad when we would say it in front of everybody.
Oh.
So then it turned to Slez. That's easier to say in public. But anyway, so I'm excited for that. He was excited. He has a room now. I was like, you and Hannah can come over, and him and his daughter, and we can hopefully go to the beach soon if it warms up. One day. I don't know, because Sunday was warm. Sunday was trickery. Like on the way to church, sun's out. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day, and then it got gloom, but it wasn't cold.
Oh, see, on Sunday we went to 7 a.m. Mass to go to a birthday party in Valley.
Oh, that's right.
So I'm like, what was the weather like on Sunday?
But you were probably indoors,
Mm-hmm.
so you didn't see much of the gloomy gloom. And then yesterday was horrible.
Yes, it's been gloomy.
Sprinkly. Okay.
Oh, not even sprinkly. It was raining super hard.
Did it?
When I left my house,
Uh-huh.
I'm so embarrassed. My kids are like, I don't know what they asked me, and I'm looking at the weather. I'm like, you guys, it's raining really hard. Does everybody have their rain jackets? They're like, what is it? Did you see outside? No, but my phone has it raining really hard.
Hey, the phone's always pretty accurate.
Yeah, and I opened the door, and I was like, it was pouring.
Oh, I hate to walk out in the rain. Like, I hate that. Okay, so Nikki, how are your goals going?
Okay. Just a recap. Long term, lose the 40 pounds. Short term, lose 5. I gained 2.4 pounds from last week, but for my total, I'm down 0.8. And that 0.8 seems good, but I'm like, goodness, like a month is already gone, so I'm a little bit.
Well, you still have the week. Just be really mindful this week.
Yes. Okay. So then my daily goals, you guys, I got really smart because I was rewatching some of our videos, and I'm like, I think that's like 60, 80 ounces. Oh, I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Because I log everything into my FitnessPal app, okay?
That's awesome.
So I was like, okay, I literally can just go look this up so I can actually give real information.
Oh, right.
So I did check, and then, of course, my goal for the water is 100. My hair looks crazy. Is 100 ounces. My average is 65.4 average.
That's
ounces.
pretty good. Mine is Horbs. Like, sometimes I'll realize I only had 2 bottles of water.
Really?
That's bad.
Well, I had one day that was like 104 ounces, so that really helped my average.
Yeah.
Because there's a day that I don't think I logged anything, but I know I drank tea or I
Right.
drink stuff, so I drink water, not just anything. Okay, my protein average, of course, the goal is 100 grams, and my average was 67.
I think that's good. There's a lot of the red line
Mhm.
girls are doing 75 hard, and one of them, my friend, her name's Jenny, and she said like she fills up her. Is it a gallon you have to drink a day?
Yeah, you have to drink a gallon of water a day.
And so she goes to a restaurant and drinks 2 glasses of water there. She does not count that in her gallon.
She doesn't.
She doesn't. She has to finish this jug.
Okay, so when I was doing 75 hard, I remember I went to lunch with my sister, and we go to a restaurant and I get water. I'm like, how many ounces do you think are in this cup? And I'm wanting her to say 20.
Well, usually the big cup is 32.
No, my sister said, oh, I think it's just 12.
Vicky,
I
just
feel, like even
hype
right
it
now,
up.
I'm thinking she's lying because at home I checked and I have a cup smaller than this that I'll have with green tea in the morning, and I measured it today and I'm thinking it was 8 ounces. I'm like, oh no, that's like 12.
Yeah. Well,
So
I mean,
there's
a
no
20
way.
ounce bottle. So, like, typically at the restaurant, those, even the big plastic glasses are 32.
Yeah, I'm thinking, but
Yeah, because they don't want to be
Whatever, I got
refilling
the-
you
I
100
got-
times.
I got it all in.
Yeah, you did it.
Or-
Okay, so my goal is like 40 ounces. That's so minimal.
If you do not know, your goal of water should be half your body weight in ounces of water. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you should be trying to get 75 ounces.
Oh, okay, then I'm going for 75.
Okay.
Okay, well, I kept thinking I had to drown myself in a gallon. So I was like, forget that.
It's too much.
Yeah, I was gonna lowball it and say half of it.
No.
And if I can do more than that, I'll be happy.
So even me with my 100 ounces, that's more, but whatever. I mean, it's not bad. Because 1 gallon is 128 ounces, and that's what you have to drink on 75 hard.
Oh, okay, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think I can drink that much water. Plus, if I'm at work, like my hands are busy, I always say that. But even like this little cup that I like to drink out of doesn't work for me at work because it has to. If I have a straw, I'll be able to drink easier. So I try not to take this.
How many
to work.
ounces is that?
This one, I think it's 12. This one is actually 12.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
It's so tiny and cute.
Oh no, it's 10 because my Celsius wouldn't fit in that. Guys, I just want to say, major breakthrough. I still have not had a Celsius.
If you do not know this,
In 3
Chris would
weeks.
drink Celsius like crazy. And when I
Every
was
morning.
in college, somebody gave, and I've told this story a million times, like my kids are probably like, oh my gosh. But for real, this guy gave a speech on, we had to do an informative speech because I majored in communication studies.
And Nikki told me the story 20 times, and I was like, okay with it.
Yeah, she would still drink it because the guy gave a story about how bad energy drinks are for you. And I'm traumatized. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so bad.
Yes.
And I do not drink energy drinks.
She
And
doesn't.
Chris is always like, I need my Celsius. I need my Celsius. And I'm
I'm
like,
like, where's my South?
I would send her like little videos on Instagram, like, because you want to check it out. It's really bad for you.
Hey, so like, then when I did quit, and it had already been 2 weeks, and I'm like, oh my God, Nikki, I forgot the best part. I haven't had Celsius in 2 weeks. And
I
she's like,
know.
what?
I was so
Like,
excited. I seriously was like, okay, so I have a gratitude journal in the morning. I write 5 things I'm grateful for that happened the day before.
uh-huh.
And I was like, I gotta write this in my gratitude journal.
Oh,
But I forgot. But I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Chris
Yeah.
is done with Celsius.
I'm very proud. I have like 3 in the fridge that stayed in there, and I'm like, I keep jonesing. I just want to take one little sip. I just want to take a sip and pour it all out, but I'm not.
I'm like, oh my gosh, no.
I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to, I don't know if anybody tried the Dr. Pepper Zero coconut flavor. It was limited edition. That's so annoying. Why do they do that? So I have 2 12-packs in my garage, and I'm just going to drink one of those. Like, I'm just craving for a good carbonated drink.
Oh, that
So I
makes
just
sense.
went like a few sips. So I'm going to take a few sips of that. But I'll have to drink the whole thing because I can't waste one. Because I have less than 2 12-packs because my mom opened one. And she was like, remember that little drink you kept telling me about? I found one. And I was like, where? In your garage. I was like, girl, they were not lost, girl. Okay. And we can't
Like,
buy those anymore.
That does not count as I found one.
It does not count.
That counts as I took one.
And she was like, Chris, it's so good. I was like, well, you can't have another one.
I don't like Dr. Pepper.
Really?
Or I guess I liked Big Red when I was younger.
Ooh, love Big Red.
Because like Big Red and Barbacoa and stuff like that on the Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been craving that. I need to make some maybe Saturday night.
Let me see. And I don't drink coffee. I tried drinking coffee when I was in the Navy. I'm like, I stood watch all night. We have an unwrap in the morning. I'm gonna do it.
Mm.
And they had like a little like a buffet of like different
Like a
kinds of
coffee
creamers,
bar?
different kinds of, and I'm like trying all the combinations. Like
And you
okay,
never
this
found one?
hazelnut
Have you
creamer
tried
has
the
to be heaven.
pistachio coffee?
No.
Oh my god.
Also, I was at the Navy like 20 years ago.
So maybe you need to retry.
Okay, so then a couple years ago, I went to Starbucks and I'm like, I'm an adult. I think I like coffee. My favorite drink ended up being hot chocolate. So embarrassing.
What about a mocha?
Okay, I really do like a chai tea.
Dude, a dirty chai. Mm.
The first time you said that, I'm like, oh, it makes a chai dirty. Like, what do they do?
A double shot of espresso.
I don't know if I could.
So yeah, my friend Steph told me about it. I'm addicted. I need to buy some chai tea so Izzy can make me some here. And a little sweet cream, of course. So
Yeah.
good.
And I
Okay,
can't
that and pistachio.
How did you even hear about that?
I think
Pistachio?
I heard it from Rachel Hollis. She was like, go down to this street if you're in this area and go get you a pistachio latte, and it's like the best coffee ever. And so then I was like, because I'm kind of like, ever since Izzy got his Nespresso, I've been like anti Starbucks because his Nespressos are so delish. So I'm like, dude, I cannot pay $10 for
Okay.
a Starbucks when this is way better.
And then I think the other thing that helps is that you're not the one who makes it. He makes it for you.
Yeah, he makes
so
it
you're,
for me.
I mean, I feel like that changes the experience.
But he's always like, don't forget to tip your barista. And I'm like, who bought you the pots? I mean, Dad did. I didn't buy them, but Dad did. So get over it.
You're like, basically I did.
Yeah. And today I saw he drank all the creamer and he didn't even say anything.
What kind of creamer do you
He does
use?
that. We just like the
So
Italian
fancy.
cream.
Okay.
But he gets a little fancy with all the little, like, syrups.
Oh my gosh, I'm so not liking my hair. I'm sorry.
It looks fine. You look gorgeous. Nikki's beautiful. She's a natural beauty. She
Chris
can
is so sweet. She's a natural cheerleader. I said this before. Anyways, I wish I could do this and not look at myself because it's bothering
Just
me.
don't. Just like hair flip. Whenever I'm annoyed, it's like, oh. But anyway, it helps sometimes change your mood. Flip your hair. Just say.
Have you ever heard about the power pose? It's like a Wonder Woman pose, and it's supposed to
Yes.
just change your entire like
Uh-huh.
standing. I don't know.
And also that one where like every time you see yourself in the mirror, you're like, yes, bitch, you got this. Or not always be. Not always be, but like, hey girl, you're gorgeous. Like a good affirmation, like a good something positive. If you do that all day, every time you look in the mirror, it's like, it is a game changer. I used to do it. I don't know who said that. And she has like she wrote a book on it.
Okay, Mel Robbins has a thing on like high-fiving yourself.
Like in the mirror?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Oh my
cool.
gosh, Lottie and I were talking about it at the gym this morning. Something about 5. But I know she has a deal where it's like when you have to do something you don't want to do, like getting out of bed when your alarm goes off, just be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and jump out
Oh
of bed.
yeah. Right.
But then she also, I've listened to one of her podcasts and she talks about the high five habit.
Ooh.
Like there's science behind it.
I need to listen to that.
I'll send it to you.
That's interesting. And then I a little bit wanted to talk about the Generation M. But I don't know anything.
Before we started recording, we had this conversation and she's like, I want to talk about this.
But
And
I don't
then
know,
she's
I
like,
haven't.
but I don't know anything about it.
But this is what I really wanted to talk about because it's all about the microplastics and all the microplastics. Because my brother is like on this whim of a kick. So he's like, no plastics, no Teflon. Get rid of all your Pampered Chef pans because they all have Teflon and they're bad for you. So we just bought these ones that my sister, I don't know what it found, green something. I haven't gotten mine yet because mine are in San Antonio and my
Are you
sister's.
talking about pots and pans?
Yeah.
Oh, I have those.
The green somethings.
Yes.
And it's like ceramic.
I do not know all that. I just know I have some.
But they're like BPA free, BFA free, poo poo doo ba doo boo, da 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 free. All free of all the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, I won't, like, I never buy styrofoam because I know, like, plates. So I cringe when I see styrofoam plates at somebody's house because I'm like, oh, this is so bad for you. And I can't eat on it.
Really?
I know, because I know how bad they are. So, like, I want to be like that with plastic, but plastics isn't everywhere. So, microplastic isn't everywhere and everything. So, it's like, even if you would think about it, like, even Starbies, that's a plastic cup that you're putting a drink in and you're drinking out of it.
Oh, I'm thinking the paper ones, like when you get a chai latte. That's what I was thinking.
Right.
I'm like, what?
Well, unless you're getting hot, but it's still lined, and I'm sure there's still. So it's like hard to kick the habit 100%, but like we're trying to, like, we got rid of all of our cutting boards and now we're using the bamboo. And you can't even clean them normally, so it's annoying.
I know. I need to look up how to clean.
Well, you need to get the oil, so I need to order that oil. So I really haven't thrown mine away. We haven't even used them yet. We've had them for 3 weeks, but I took them out of and they came wrapped in plastic. So my sister was so annoyed, and I was like, doesn't this defeat the purpose? But you have to wash them first and oil them. So I feel like there's a few more steps that makes it harder to do.
Are we talking about the cutting boards?
Yeah, the cutting boards.
Okay.
So there's a few more steps of cleaning them and the way you clean them.
Okay.
So I feel like it's a little bit, but it's way better for you. So you have to start doing it, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, it will take like small little things, like our habits.
Yes.
To create something better for you. So it's like you have to start
small.
somewhere.
You start small.
And you always have to start small because, like, my sister too is like, okay, she literally did take all her pans out of her, but she already has the set. I don't have my set yet. But she's like, okay, I'm going to take away all these, but I'm keeping this and this, you know, because like that's what you're used to on your day to day. So it makes sense.
Yeah, because if you have some stuff, it's just your favorite.
Yeah, like introduce. So like my thing is like I need to buy like a really small wooden cutting board because sometimes I just want to use a little one because I don't want to wash a big one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And sometimes I'll just cut on a plate because I don't want to cut the plastic. So we need to get my brother on with us so he can tell us about all the things we need to do.
So what did he read, or where did he?
He's like been on this thing. It's been since last year because he keeps trying to, and he also kicked Celsius because we're all addicted to it. Me, my brother, and my sister. My sister's like, I love it, so shut up. And I only kicked it because it just happened to me like that. So it just happened that I felt addicted to it and had the shakes and everything, took 2 sips, felt better, and then scared myself. So if that wouldn't have happened to me, I would still be drinking it every day.
Yeah, because this whole time you were worried about getting addicted to the painkillers, and then you realized you're addicted to Celsius.
Yes, it was horrible. It was so scary. So then that was crazy. But my brother has probably been doing this for already a year, I would say, that he's been on it. So that's where that Generation M, but that one I think is more geared to the females. So that one's not what my brother, because I was going to ask him about this book. But...
yeah, that's what you confused me when you were like, I thought we were talking about a generation, like right. Generation X, Generation whatever.
Me too.
And then you started talking about plastics.
I know. I confused myself. But then I've been hearing it everywhere about the microplastics, and they are everywhere. So like my sister even went as far as the Tide Pods. I was like, I love Tide Pods.
Do you?
I do. I mean, it's just convenient. Just get one, you put it in, close it. What do you use?
I use the Tide Free and Clear because one of my kids had an allergic reaction to the other stuff. But I don't use Tide Pods.
Oh, you pour it? Mm-hmm. Oh, see, I don't even know which. I would have to read in my. I mean, my washer. It's not even hard. You pull out the thing, and it literally says, "blah blah Tide Pods blah."
Okay, I think we tried Tide Pods, but I think my kids still would like grab 4 of them or like 3 and still throw them. So I'm like, well, that's kind of, if it's supposed to be cheap or whatever, it's more expensive.
Yeah, because you're.
So I just went the other way.
And so you pour. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a thing you pour it, but I don't know which slot it is.
So that's pretty cool, though. Your sister made that change.
She already made it. And I forgot what she's using. I will find out. But she was like, just do it. It's not hard.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like, is that really like something bad for your body that you're washing your clothes in it?
I don't think it's necessarily like that one thing. I think there's so many things.
Right.
That
So
it all
you can
adds
change
up.
one thing.
Okay, you know what? I read this book by Jillian Michaels, The 6 Keys.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about aging, and she mentions plastics. And she talks about how, I don't even know how old this book is, but it's by Jillian Michaels, The 6 Keys. I'm like almost 100% positive.
I'm gonna look
that's
it
what it's
up. 6 keys.
I just have to say, before Chris and I start, like, I'll have notes, and she'll be like, I have nothing. And then she'll just be like, ding, ding. Just put, like, lines.
I usually have nothing when we get here.
But she's really like...
But now I have a lot of things.
She does. Anyway, so I see her 6 keys. She's like, 6 keys? She's like, just trying to put stuff in there.
But, I mean, so, guys, what are y'all's goals? Like,
yes.
Comment your goals so we can read about them and follow the journey. We're all in it together. Like, and it's literally one day at a time.
Yes, let us know if you have weight loss goals like me, you're trying to get organized like Chris, or if you have any other goals, let us know.
Yeah, any other goals, because I'm always, like, down, if it's something good for you, like, I always want to help do it too, and let's help each other do it.
Yes.
So, like, I love to cheer people doing it, and then I'm like, maybe I should be doing that too. Because I always, my brother, whatever he wants to do, I always want to do it. And my sister too. Like, whatever they're doing, I want to do it too, so we can all be doing it together. I mean, granted, I don't always follow through successfully. I usually get to a point, and then I'm like, okay, that was fun.
Maybe this isn't for me.
Yeah, this one wasn't for me, but y'all keep doing it, and then tell me about it.
So when we originally talked about doing this, it was more like, oh, let's do it together, and then we can motivate people, because we need people to motivate us.
Definitely.
So, like, if we can be that for someone else, and then also I think knowing that I'm going to record this, and I know I did not do well this week, makes me feel more like, oh my gosh, when we record, I don't want to be like, I drank 0 water, I didn't eat any protein, and I didn't work out, and I didn't do any of this stuff. So sometimes it'll motivate me to be better than I think I would have been.
What was I doing last week that I never did anything? So I didn't get to do anything.
What was I doing last week that I didn't do anything?
I don't know.
Does that sound funny to you?
It kind of does, but I think I started back at work. So I was busy.
Okay.
So I didn't have a time to do that one drawer, guys. It's going to happen. I just never bought the thing that I needed to transfer everything into.
Okay.
Because it has to have a lid.
I'm excited for you to do what is out here in this hall?
The mudroom?
Yes, I'm excited for the mudroom. Like,
Nikki just wants to know what's in the mudroom.
I do.
She wants to know what is
it's been
in
forever.
that
She
bench.
doesn't know.
For 7 years. Going on 8.
Yes.
I think. Scary.
So you have, let me see, that one drawer, and I guess the mudroom are the next things we've talked about.
And my pantry is going to happen soon. I feel like it could be this weekend.
Ooh.
Maybe Cricket will help me tonight.
Oh.
If Cricket helps me tonight, because she's supposed to come over and hang out with me. If she does, my daughter Cricket, if you're listening, little girl, I'm screaming for help. 911.
Yes.
But if not, if she flakes on me, I mean, she might want to just come sit. Oh gosh, because she said she was so hungover. That little toxic guy.
Also, I think she's just going to want to bond with you. She's not going to want to clean
I
with
know,
you.
She's not, but she might. I might. Sometimes I can talk her into it. Usually not. She always wants to sit on the couch and she'll be like, ugh, can you just sit with me on the couch? I don't want you doing anything else.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm guessing I didn't tell you this.
What?
I was talking to Lottie about this. When I was younger, my mom would never just sit down and watch a movie with us. Like, she'd start for 5 minutes and then she would go and clean stuff.
Right.
And it annoyed me so bad. I'm like,
That's
just
me and Cricket.
sit down. Just
that
sit
is
down.
literally me and Cricket.
And so now, and do not get me wrong, my mom was she's worked full time and she was a single mom. So I get it was completely different because I'm a stay-at-home mom and I'm married. I mean, also I have more kids than she did, but whatever.
Yeah, she has 6. And she's always busy. And she was in charge of the booster club and doing this and doing that. So don't even She loves to downplay herself. Don't even. No.
Okay, so sit down and watch a movie with her.
I might. I usually try to, but I can't do more than like she'll want to binge something.
Oh.
She wants a 4-hour. And that will drive me crazy. Because I'm like, we're in the kitchen. I'm still in the kitchen.
Like, I can see you.
I'm close to you and I can see the TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She likes you to really sit down.
Mm-hmm. Which I do, but for a certain time, I'm good with it. And then I'm like, okay, I
All right, so this week, the drawer.
got it. The drawer.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna keep logging, and I'm so embarrassed with my averages. So I'm hoping next week it'll be like in the 80s.
it's going to be better.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes. Okay. Do you have a quote?
So mine is, someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago.
I like that quote.
So something you did a long time ago and you'll reap the benefits later.
So do good today, and maybe you don't get the payout for it
Right
so I
away.
don't know.
It's not right away, but
Maybe it's
happen.
your kids or your grandkids or your somebody's.
Definitely. And it was from Warren Buffett. I don't know who
Oh.
that is, but.
Chris, you don't know Warren Buffett?
I don't. I should look him up soon.
She's like, look up Warren Buffett.
Let me put that on the list of crap I need to do. Look up Warren Buffett.
Okay, I'm
what's
sorry.
your
I
deal?
hate it when people do that. When you're like, I don't know something, and they're like, you don't know how. I literally just said that. Why would you? So I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Okay. I was listening to something and I heard Rachel Hollis say this. I think I copied it perfectly, but I'm not 100% sure. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the journey to success.
Cheers to that. I love it.
Because I think we normally do think about, like, well, if I'm failing, I'm not succeeding, or if I'm not. But I was like, oh, that's perfect. Because if you listen to successful people, listen to their stories, like, they failed so many times. The difference is they just didn't give up. They just got up and kept on going.
Amen. I love that.
And after my week, I was like, yeah, that's the quote that I need.
I love it. It really
So
is.
you guys, for real, please let us know what your goals are. And if you like us,
share us
Yes.
with your friends.
if we're not your cup of tea, share us with somebody you think we might.
Share us with someone else. Because you never know. You could be helping somebody out. And all we want to do is push each other along this journey together.
Yes, because
Really.
when this year wraps up, like in December, we want to be like, oh, let us know what goals you crushed this year.
Yes.
Like, I did this. I lost this much weight. I organized this. I
I can't wait.
learned Spanish.
Oh, that's one of my goals.
Mine too.
All of us at work keep saying we're going to do it, but
I think it's going to be my next one once I But I'm like,
steadily
Nikki,
crush.
just focus on the weight. Okay. What else you got?
That's it. Let's crush it.
Because we're worth it.
Yes. Thrive in 25, guys. We'll see you next week. Make it a
Bye.
great one. Bye.